put this on mute the mic.
Is there a site?
Fresh live.
You do that? That's dope.
Fill it out. For who?
Me. Yes, Susan.
Yeah.
Damn. I have your commission papers. I put them in the envelope and I folded them in my computer.
No, I'm just telling you, don't forget that that was on.
Can I get sweep of the room?
No?
Can you get sweep of the room?
Yes. Oh, let me turn off the mic so I can tell you what happened at work.
No, I just burned it last night.
The mic is back on.
Hey.
Hey.
Great. Usually they go to my house, but I couldn't tell them. I buy more stuff. Yeah, like
Pretty good.
but I use it at dinner time. So what did you miss then? I know that we talk about things.
Breadcrumbing. He thinks like, he thinks we're. This is about.
Just the fact that I did smell it, but I didn't.
I know, but I'm still saying.
My skin so uphill.
And the mic is on whenever we get back from break.
Yeah, I used to actually like, I was thinking about that,
And they said, praise the Lord, we hear sounds like they be like. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn off the mic. Sorry, guys, we'll be back.
Yeah. So I forgot your papers. I have them at my house. They just need to be signed by you. I folded them in my laptop so I don't forget them. And then I forgot them because I decided to watch a lecture.
Excuse me, sir. Why do you have a gavel?
First of all, why are you asking me stupid questions? Second of all, why are you asking me stupid
I'm
questions?
asking you.
Don't ask and don't ask me anymore. And then if you're gonna ask us anything, be specific. If you're gonna ask anything, be specific.
Wait, hold on. Since we're on camera
And everyone's not here?
and everyone's not here, do you want to vaguely talk about La Bruja's services?
Oh, Cujo said, Cujo, there was no sound because we muted it because we're on break.
Yeah, and we were having private conversations next to the mic.
You said talk about her what?
Her services.
All her services.
You could view.
They were lovely.
No, they were lovely.
About the astrology thing, do you want to start next Saturday?
I already did it last year, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was your fault.
I know, I was late. Yeah, okay, so I can do it next Saturday.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
Your services, where can you be reached?
Yeah, you do
Well, I
it.
can be reached on Instagram at La Bruja del Bosque or Bruja Spell Work.
I have to write that down.
Yeah, she's official.
She's
Somebody on
official.
board?
She's official.
Yeah, she is hella official.
She 1,000.
Real deal.
Mm-hmm. Real deal.
Where you from?
Not playing at all.
Where you from?
The island of Cubanacan.
What? So you're telling me Cubans are Moors?
Oh,
way, no way. No way.
Where do you think? These don't matter.
There's like 7 more. I
My
think.
grandfather swam 90 miles from Cuba to Jamaica.
I'm good.
And
Wow.
I'm digging up the history to find out why he did that. So my
I'll tell you what,
grandfather's
Cuba
originally
got his
from
ass.
Cuba.
There's a lot of Cubans in Jamaica.
Yeah, oh, we do.
Oh, they
He
can
swam-
speak those,
he
Giovanni
tell me he
Hidalgo, all
swam
of that.
90
Yes,
miles.
Buena Vista Social Club.
Like, why does a man
Yeah.
leave his place, leave his island, swim 90 miles?
Listen.
Somebody said I need a wife.
I'm taking.
Damn, cut off real quick. Denied.
He looks exactly like one of my Moors,
So,
just without the locks.
So you want to go tell the people what your expertise. You want to have the computer?
no. Wait, I'm good.
No.
No, just intuitive readings, tarot, psychic readings, cleansing, protection work, any type of so-called root work.
Which I found out today. Sorry to cut you. Tarot is the original word was tarot. Rata was the original word. Ra meaning sun. Ta meaning communication.
So I want to go a little bit over the ritual that we did.
Hold on. Whoa.
But
But I haven't. I can't share the testimonial, but it did work. It did work.
As an example, she was calling on the spirits of the earth and stuff like that. And then we were in the forest, and then the wind just started blowing.
Yes. And did not stop until she stopped. Yep.
Because I love to honor, first of all, I have to respect the land and the spirits of the earth. And I don't do no spiritual work if I don't count with them first. So that's what we did first.
Then when we went to the water, she started doing some more stuff, and then we picked up again.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know it was happening until I heard the wind, and I turned around and she's at work. So it was pretty, and it was intense wind, like strong wind.
And we recorded some of the events.
Mhm.
Some of the events.
No, all of it.
You had to be there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Need to know.
Yeah, need to know.
Oh man.
But thank you, though. Thank you
Oh,
for
thank
allowing
you.
me to.
Oh yeah, so they were saying she was saying her candle isn't burning.
Hmm.
My candle's down here.
But it could be the quality of the candle. I'm not gonna blame it all on,
All right.
whatever.
No, I'm good.
No, you got a lot of work need to be done. I'm all set.
But it can be the quality. That's one of the reasons I want to start making my own candles. That's something I put right out there. Yes. Yes.
All right, well, we're on a time
Ancestors used to make
thing.
it from.
Yeah,
Some
all right.
people leave early.
Thank
So-
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, support her. If you don't support her, then something wrong with you.
Yeah,
For
real.
So do you want to go over the ID card stuff that we?
What do you mean to announce to everybody what we're about to do?
I'm gonna.
So today we're gonna
Oh,
try
wait,
to. Oh my God! Just 'cause you have it out. Yeah. So we're gonna try to get everybody that wants ID cards, get them ID cards today. We'll have. Do you want to bring up money?
Yes. Because it's no
Notes.
cost. Notes.
Yeah. So we have all dues. We have dues that we've been paying. I brought them today. If you guys want to count them, I proposed to the group that we use the dues to get everybody nationality cards that can't afford it themselves. I'll pay for someone else out of my own pocket to get a nationality card with my own. We need to get this done so we can get work done. So I'll take photos. He's gonna be putting up the papers and doing fingerprints.
Someone needs to be nationalized.
Thank you. And we're gonna get as many done today as we can.
So, Grand Chief Cujo, if you're still watching, let RB Bay and them know they're about to get a bulk order from us.
Bulk order from Rise and Moors.
Some Moors have been saying there's a slowdown or hold up.
Yeah.
Which I mean, they're dealing with the nation, so obviously, but if we can get this done, then that'll be great. Yeah, anything else?
Somebody said they got $10 on PayPal.
Send it.
Nationality card ASAP.
So, how do you want to bring this?
Well, we're gonna have to shut off the camera because I need the camera.
All right. Well, before we do that,
and do an assembly line.
Before we do that, let's go over this real fast. This is some protocol. So knowing, nationality, you have standing when you enforce your nationality based on the people's versus city of Detroit, blah, 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 blah. Hey,
You keep saying that.
have a small tongue and I speak fast, all right? So here's some things that we're going to consider when we're dealing with the European, right? Because remember when we talked about, everyone has a story where they know some of their family members who domicile near the municipal city of New York or whatever, some Jew got arrested and then the Europeans turned them over to the Jewish community. You already know when the Koreans get dealt with here, they get turned over to the Korean community, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. None of that happens when you're dealing with so-called black people. So since we're Moors, we need to consider this, right? So if stopped by policy enforcers / police and highwaymen, number one, call the sheriff. Although they're corrupt, they're our only other option at the moment. Because our people don't want to be Moors and Muftis, they want to be black and gangbanging, and they don't know the history, so they serve in the United States Marine Corps like I did and other military branches because they don't know who they are. So since we're dealing with that, we have to rely on sheriffs. Yes.
Do you have the sheriff's contact information?
Not on this paper, but Google search will suffice.
Yep.
Number two, state your free national name and nationality. As an example, I am Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey, a citizen of Morocco. You cannot detain me without a warrant issued from U.S. District Court Justice William E. Smith. So now we can hold him accountable. Without him, William E. Smith contacting my consulate, which they all got put on notice that we're here. Go to risingthemoors.org, public information, and you'll see that notice where they have my phone number. So you cannot detain me without a warrant issued from U.S. District Court Justice William E. Smith contacting my consulate and issuing a warrant signed by him. Per federal law, Title 28, subsection 1332, which is diversity of citizenship, and Article 1, Section 6 of Rhode Island Constitution, which is due process and the right to not to be secured in your person's place or effects, meaning you cannot be detained without due process of law. Justice William E. Smith can be contacted at 401-752-7200. Do you see how this is enforcing diversity and enforcing your national rights and enforcing the Constitution? And there's other things I couldn't put in here, but if we keep it short, keep it simple, stupid is something that I was talking to Marines. Keep it simple, stupid. The simpler it is, the better it is, right? Then present your nationality card to them. Do not hand it to them as it is your property. Then, of course, use your 5 senses. If handing them the card will de-escalate the situation, then use your reasoning mind. Because remember, when you read the Quran, it talks about salvation. The salvation is yourself, not, well, him or her, it's your fault because you didn't, whatever. Salvation is self. And then once we come together as a people, then we can start doing things. But since not everyone has a nationality card, or you want remedy, we got to deal with this, right? Number 4, have the policy enforcers call their supervisors to be present at the scene. which once you tell them to do so, they have to. So don't let them trick you out of anything else. Because remember, all law is contract. And there's something called a oral contract. So if they say, well, we don't have to do it, and then you don't rebut, then you just agree to what they said.
Is there a statute that states that they're?
You can look it up. Number 5, accept their bills of attainder for value, tickets/citations. Remember, we win in court. They have guns. Let's not be stupid, please. Number 6, let's say, well, in the state of Rhode Island, you have to have a Rhode Island state ID, and your nationality card is not valid, blah, 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 blah. I'm running my mouth because I'm a policy enforcer, right? Number 6, your nationality card is valid identification, and you are exempt from licensing per, then I list the following things. And since this is the Narragansett Confederacy, and the Narragansett Confederacy extends all the way up to so-called Massachusetts and Connecticut, I inserted Massachusetts and Connecticut general laws. A, Rhode Island general laws, Title 31, Chapter 10, subsection 2, number 4, persons exempt from licensing requirements. B, Connecticut general statutes. So look this up. Don't just say Jamal said it. Look it up. If you don't, you're stupid. Find what? Oh, I printed a copy of this, so you can go over there and make copies. And of course, this person's name is going to change. District Court Justice William E. Smith. He's from so-called Rhode Island District Court. So if you're in so-called Massachusetts, put their, that district court's person's name, Chief Justice. And if you're in Connecticut, then put that person's name and their number. Huh? I printed a copy so you can make copies. So for Rhode Island, it's Rhode Island General Laws 31-10-2, number 4. B, Connecticut General Statutes, Title 12, Chapter 246, Section 14, TAC 36M, Mike, Bravo, issuance of operator's license to applicants unable to establish legal presence in the United States and applicants without social security numbers, which we don't have social security numbers because we're not property. And then read it. Don't just, please read it. Please read it. Massachusetts General Laws, Part 1, Title 14, Chapter 90, Section 3, operation of motor vehicles owned by non-residents. And since we're not citizens, we're what? Non-residents. Meaning we're not things identified. Res is a thing, indent is identified. We're not things identified in their corporate construct. My bad, that was funny. Excuse me. He lifted his son up by his head. That's hilarious. And I see that. And his son's just laughing. Oh, man. Where was I? C, Massachusetts General Laws. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
Operation of motor vehicles owned by non-residents, liability insurance, vehicles used in connection with place of business, suspension, etc., etc., etc. Department of Homeland Security, 6 CFR, subsection 37.3. Identification means a document made or issued by or under the authority of a state department of motor vehicles or state office with the equivalent function which, when completed with information concerning a particular individual, is a type intended or commonly accepted for the purpose of identification of individuals. Now, a state office equivalent with the function to do so would be the indigenous people and the indigenous people state government, which is us. You get that? Cool. Or, as an example, rvbaypublications.com, which is where we're going to be ordering our nationality cards. And it's proof that it works because I've been showing you all that I boarded a plane with the rvbaypublications.com nationality card, and I got on the plane with my free national name, and the ticket says my free national name on it, so clearly it works. And Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 47, subsection 1028. I think I put Title 28 before, but it is Title 18. So I double check, triple check, because I always get confused. Subsection 1028 D3, the term identification document means a document made or issued by or under the authority of the United States government. A state, what is a state? A group of people bound together by common law, right? So that's us. A political subdivision of a state, a sponsoring entity of an event, desert, blah, 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 blah. A foreign government. Now, since The United States is foreign to us. That means what? We're foreign to them. Now, we're not saying we're foreigners on this land because we know we're not. We're saying to you, we're a foreign government. So you have to accept our nationality cards. Political subdivision of a foreign government, international government or international quasi-governmental organization, which, when completed with information concerning a particular individual, is the type intended or commonly accepted for the purpose of identification of individuals. So that's some protocol that we can study and go off of. So remember, since they got put on notice that we exist, and an injury results of them failing to honor our notice and respond to us, then what do we hit them with? Tort claim. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be effective tomorrow because all of you need to study and all of you need to know this without me being here. But this is change that we can affect because Moors always talk about doing stuff, but then they don't do it. So let's talk about it, study it, and then do it. So we got to cut, go off camera, handle some business, some Moors affairs. So, for the online viewers, be here August 11th. National Grand Sheik Cujo Otto L will be here, schooling us, putting us on game. Let me just get the info at risingmoors.org. Type that in. Let's see what events are coming up. Let me click on classes. Can you turn the light on? I apologize. So let me just put you on game real quick. Let me just sun you real quick. Right? Go to riseofthemoors.org, not a comma, .org, right? Click on class. See that? Hold on, where's my pointer at? See right there?
Oh my God.
Class. Click on that. Right. Then you'll see us in this library. You scroll down. So all of the for every Saturday, the time and location will be posted on the website. Right?
I do that.
Then Rise of the Moors presents the sellouts of our birthright and conscious community connections. A message to new Moors with their eyes wide open. Presented by National Grand Sheik Cujo Otto L from Canaan Land. Right? Where Riverside Branch Library, when Saturday, August 11th, 2018, 475 Bullocks Point Avenue, which is where, that's the address of this library right here. Providence, Rhode Island, 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Bring some Federal Reserve notes because the Grand Sheik plans on, selling some of his literature. You have to get down and lay down. All right. Don't miss the event. This is a national event. History in the making.
We will have vegan stuff and all that.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
Are we allowed to bring in food? Did we talk to people?
Yes, you can bring in food. There's a thing right here, a kitchen right here. Just don't bring in smelly stuff. Or fish. Yeah, no fish. Yeah, nothing that smells, because then
Wasn't it vegan, vegetarian? So
What?
no meat, so no can't bring nothing.
We have chickpea and stuff, broccoli, veggie stuff.
Broccoli stuff.
don't miss it.
No broccoli.
Don't miss it. It's a free event.
No broccoli? What?
It's a free event. Donations are welcome and encouraged because, of course, it costs finance to get the Grand Sheik out here, right? And it costs finance for y'all to prepare the food for the people, right?
Right.
So, donations are welcome. Be there or be square. Don't be like these black people saying, yeah, I'm going to be there, and then you don't show up. Bring them too.
No, it's not here.
Oh, bring them anyway.
I'm going to come a little bit down here.
Yeah, come early, come late. Remember, it's 10 a.m. to 4:30. And you already know how Moors get down. Class never ends. You already know. Our class never ends. So can you imagine that day ended? So, thank y'all for tuning in. Study, study, study. If you ask me what to study next, study yourselves. Study the most honorable prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Study the Quran, etc. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace. All right, everyone shut up. Now I'm playing.